This is how we are in Mexico now. But here in the US, it's not like that. You know how it is. Is here the situation, because I have made campaigns here and in Mexico, so I can tell you the comparison. So here in the US, it's like, okay, so which cause or which organization, in this case, Nourish the Children or any other organization, is better for me to give, right? It's not to convince them about the philanthropy.
Right.
It's to convince that I'm the best to channel your philanthropy. So this is totally different. But this is also what we have noticed is the biggest obstacle for people to really go to another level, to really do it like, yeah, let's do it, right? Because they say, oh yeah, but you know what, I don't have time, right? This could be a reaction. I don't even have time to see my family. How am I gonna have time to raise money for that? Come on. So this is one of the biggest obstacles that we are going to face. And the other side of the coin is this, right? What words come to your mind when you see this image?
Help.
Yeah.
Help. What else?
Lifting someone up.
Lifting someone up.
To care.
Teamwork.
To care. Teamwork. Empathy.
Yeah.
Right?
Compassion.
I was hearing the other day a super expert in this kind of like violence and all that in the world in a big university, and then she was saying that there is no evil in the world. There is no evil in humans. It's only a lack of empathy. Do you agree?
Yes.
This is like your skin goes like, oh, really? Because it's true. It's like you can ask a serial killer and everything. It's like, what did you kill 20 people? They don't feel bad. Or a criminal or a person who does bad things. It's like, no, it's like killing somebody is like just like part of what I have to do to get what to survive. So they don't have this empathy. So the more empathy the human has, the better everything gets. So that's why this is so important for us here. This is only the excuse, but this is a great excuse because as I was telling you, you can touch this. It's not like, yeah, one day we will produce. Well, no, it's here, and you can change lives. This is a month's meal for a child, right?
Right.
You can feed a child for a month. What is better to change somebody's life, and to change a life of a kid? Is there a comparison for that? There is no comparison. So you see what I'm saying? Yeah. You see where I'm getting into? So this is where we want to get away from, and this is where we're gonna where we're trying to get like people to increase their empathy, right? So and also, I mean, you're an expert on this kind of mentality, and we have talked about so much. I remember when we first met, we talked about so many things, and I even gave you the right words that he was saying in the conference, and he was like, so many coincidences. I remember I told you
yes.
that when the disciple is ready, the teacher appears.
Yes.
And I say, Alan, please be my teacher on that, because I mean he's an expert on changing mindsetting for abundance. Why did I put this here? Because many people have the mentality for scarcity. Yes or no?
Yes.
Like, oh yeah, money is difficult to get, and everything is difficult in the world, and the health and friendship and love and everything is difficult. So when you have this kind of abundant mentality, the more you were talking about the law of attraction, the more you think about it, the more you feed that thought, the bigger it gets, and the better it gets, and the better, or the worse it gets, the worse it gets, the worse it gets. So it's either way you want to choose. So people will have this mentality probably when you tell them about that. It's like, oh, you know what? I am already helping other organizations, or you know, it's not that easy to help so many causes. Your cause is great, but you know what? But if we are as leaders start having this mentality, everything will change, because you will know that there are no limits. You're a part of Nu Skin, so you know that there are no limits. I mean, limits are set by oneself. I mean, if there are no limits for you, I mean, so you can do everything you want. So this is the idea. When we plan that in our minds, and when we are able to plan that into other people's minds, all the way will be ready for this. So I'm setting the basis before we start about technical information. to let you know how it really will work. But I felt this is really important because it's the mindset, and everything is about attitude in life. You can say everything about everything, but if you have the wrong attitude, you won't get anywhere, right? So everything is related to attitude. So the idea here, once you have that, is to be able to make possible what you thought it was impossible, right? And I live this every time. Every time we have a fundraising campaign, you have the face that I told you. No, it won't work. This won't work. Why do you think it won't work? Well, because it's difficult. People don't give money. Why do you think they don't give money? Because there is no money. Why do you think that? So power questions. I always ask for, and then at the end of the conversation, it's like, oh, you got me. And then I'm talking about people who have a lot of money and they don't have that mentality of convincing other people. So when you think that what impossible it can be possible, this is the first step. But the next step is to make a team. I mean, first of all, to talk to other people, right? To talk to other people about what you feel, and the most wonderful thing about what I'm gonna be sharing with you is that you can apply it to Nu Skin, to clients, to everything, because it works. It really works. I am a business administrator, so I have the mindset of making money. But I also have a master's degree on education, and I'm studying a doctor's on education and pedagogy and all that, because I think the human part is the most important for everything. If you follow what you're here for, that is the business. What kind of business do you think you are in, or are you in Nu Skin? What kind of business is that?
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle. What else? What else?
People.
It's people's business. Have you been in one of my conferences?
I have.
Oh well, but she's my cousin. Just kidding. No, it's true. Really, we're in the business, in the business of people, in the people business. Why? Because everything is related to people. Your clients are people. The products are for people. Every time you talk to people, Gloria is her name, right? Or what's your name? Clara. Sorry, Clara. Clara was here before everybody, right? And she was working on Nu Skin. And then all of those lists are related to people. So we are in the business of people. Yeah. That's why everything we are going to learn works for both ways. People. We are in the business of people. But again, if you don't have that shining in your eyes, that really attitude that, yeah, I'm going to make it happen, it won't happen. So we are here today to show you that it can happen only if you think that we can make it happen. Everything else, we are here to help you. You know what I mean? We are going to be here, and we are going to call the people here. I'm going to be showing you all the details, but you have to believe that it can be done. Possible? It was impossible before, now it's possible. Do you believe that?
Yes.
Also, do you believe we can do it?
Yes.
And it's no coincidence that we are right now in the time that, you know, it's Christmas, everybody wants to help and everything. So we would hope that whatever you learn today, you change it into, let's do that. Because this is the best period of the year for philanthropy. There's no best way. Anytime is good to do it, right? But right now the context is good because people are, you know, they are thankful. They are like, well, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year. I mean, you are thanking and you are counting your blessings of the year. So it's time to give back, and people that have mindset. So it would be a great time to, instead of waiting to raise money to get 20 of these bags, let's get more than this, right? So, any question, comment? No? Are we good?
Yes.
Okay, so the next part will be to have a team. And I'm not talking about a team of Nu Skin, of this. Of course, they could be part, and then little by little they will be interested. But if we have the idea that everything will happen at once, does that happen in life? It's like I just met you and I think I like you and everything, and the next time I tell you, let's get married, you will say, oh, are you crazy? I just met you. It's the same with people. I mean, we have to, if you want to make people fall in love with Nu Skin, a really good way to do it is through that. Because people I mean, who wouldn't like to help other people, and who wouldn't like to give an opportunity to other people? Mostly everybody, because their empathy levels are high. Of course, they could be higher, but this would be a great door to open. Later, then you can tell, what about the company that's doing all of this? This is wonderful. Oh, let me tell you about Nuskin. Nuskin is, no. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I'm telling you about the structure, not to be so rigid about the structure. Just think about people business. I mean, convincing people. You know what? I feel really good because today I learned this and that. And when people see your eyes shining and your voice really full of energy, they tell you, I don't know what Clara has, but she has something special, and I want that. I want to experience that. And later, everything falls into place. But the important thing is to contact, to see other people and to tell them, you know what, I need your help. What kind of people are we talking about for this strategy? The people who are outgoing, the people who like to talk to others, to convince others, will be the ideal. But I have discovered that anybody could be, let's imagine that this is the leader. If all of these people are close to her in some reason, probably she's the mother, she's the, I don't know, the best friend in elementary school, I don't know. But they are close to her, not close to the cause yet. Not close to Nuskin, not close to you, because that's the key of this strategy. If you find these people who are close to you, we're gonna make it happen. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm beginning with like metaphors and like the more like practical way, but not really the technical parts, because I'm gonna do that in one moment. But this is all of these pictures I have shown you is the most important to make this happen. If we do everything right technically, but we don't have this, it won't work. Everything will, and then we will say, hey, what happened? This was supposed to work. But if we do this right, let's do it in reverse. If you do this, everything right, everything about the technical part will be falling into place. Okay, let me show you about what is next. What we do in Mexico, as I told you, this is not gonna be exactly as we do it in Mexico or in other countries. What we do in Mexico is this. We have a team, a leader, right? Let's say she's a leader and she has 10 people around her. It can be her partners, her family, her sister, whatever. Are we okay?
Yes.
Should we wait or?
No.
No? They're gonna say, wow, she's been drinking, right? No problem, we're here. Is it still on?
Yes.
Okay, great. So this leader is the most important part. But as I told you, this leader has to be really in love with the cause in this case, right? So what we do in Mexico, as I was telling you, all of these people are leaders. Leaders means that they have a group, that they have a team of 9 people or more. It can be more, but at least 10 people, counting the person. You see? Okay. So we have 2 breakfasts in a really nice place there in Mexico, because we know that money calls money, right? I mean, if you want to be very, you know what? I mean, let's do it very humbly and everything. People are like, oh, really? So if we do it big, we do it like in a big way. So here is, I don't know if you've been to Chapultepec. This is the Restaurant El Lago in Chapultepec. Really, really nice place. And Reforma, you know that area where it's really nice. So we have 2 breakfasts with the leaders, and we tell them everything that I'm telling you. We have materials, we have a manual of everything, and we have, in that case, we have forms to make the donation through credit card. In that case, it's through credit card. That's why I told you it's going to be different here for Nourish the Children, because we're going to do everything in the structure.
No, in the same way.
Okay.
We're going to build everything the same way.
Okay, but I mean, for the payment, for the giving, it's going to be in the structure of Nuskin, right?
Yes.
Instead of giving
by credit card.
Yeah. So this has a lot of advantages. One super big advantage that I can see that will make people feel interested in that will be the benefit of getting points and getting money if you raise, you see? This doesn't happen in this kind of campaigns, unless we make some deals with some companies that, okay, if the team who wins will win a trip to Cancun, all paid and all inclusive in this hotel. this is a kind of good way to encourage people to do it.
We are definitely
Yeah,
going to do
and
those
it's
things
going to
too.
happen here too.
Yes, we're gonna
Plus
do
the
that.
points, right?
Yes.
For Nuski.
So we're gonna give away not only the awards, but we will definitely give away all of the special gifts and things like that. We're planning to give away, of course, new skin products, but more than that, I mean, if we can do a trip
Yeah.
to Hawaii or something, we will do that. Yeah, we definitely are going to do that. Yeah.
Did you record that?
Yeah.
Yeah. To Hawaii.
Hawaii.
We're gonna be like, aloha. You see, everywhere you see it, it's a win-win situation, right?
Yes.
So we are making it really easy for you guys to really say, yeah, let's do it, and make it explode, and make it feel good. So my role is for. Let me show you my dream. Share with you my dream. My dream is, I don't believe in coincidence. I believe you attract everything because of who you are. So I think my dream for Nu Skin and with Alan is to be in front of thousands of people in the world in Nu Skin and talking about these same things. Imagine, to make philanthropy of Nu Skin fresh, to make it interesting. Not only the business part, as I said, it's not. Either pillar is not important, is no more important than the other one. Both are important, yes or no?
Yes.
But when you concentrate on changing lives and making money as a consequence and doing this and that, it feels better. It feels different, yes or no? That's why I told you I studied business administration, but I wasn't like money, because it's like being rich without a sense. It's like, you're rich, so what? Everybody can be rich, right? Technically. But not with this kind of like values, with this kind of flavor in your life to say, wow, it feels good. I saw 20 kids in that population and now their lives are changing, and now I saw that this guy grew up and now he's a good person. He was directly going to crime, and I have seen, I'm talking about me, that happened thousands of times. So imagine how I feel. That because of these campaigns, because of what I do, I can say that people's lives are saved or changed. This feels really good. So this is what we are inviting you to do. To go like, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna spark. I think there are two kinds of people in the world. The kind of people who are like that. Hello, and how are you? Everything in the world is shitty. I mean, everything is like, I hope to die someday, and the quicker the better. Yes or no? You have relatives in your aunt Chonita, yeah? I mean, like, let me tell you my latest bad news. No. Don't tell me about the latest. Tell me about the ones before, because if not, you're gonna kill me, right? I mean, they suck your energy. Or you see other people who are like sparks, and they're like light bulbs, and they have like thousands of watts, and they are electrifying your life. This is what we're talking about. To light other people's life. This is what these kind of campaigns are all about. So who is the beneficiary of this? Of course, the children who receive that, but you are gonna be the ones that will feel different. Really, I can guarantee that, because this is what I've been doing for the last 30 years. I know what I'm saying, and I have seen like chairmen and really important people of companies saying, you know what, you were right, man. I mean, it feels totally different. I mean, of course I still have money, but this feels so much different. So after these two breakfasts, this is what it becomes. This is the expansion. It's the same place, but now is each leader invited other people, I mean, with his own, they made their own list, and she said, oh yeah, I'm gonna invite Martha, I'm gonna invite Carlos, I'm gonna invite so they invite their own. It's not that anybody else can tell you who to invite. Now with the information I'm telling you, you can think about, oh yeah, this person can benefit. You remember, it's not important to talk about Nu Skin now. They will know. This is secondary. But the first one is people who will believe in you, believe in your dream. We will have events like this in LA, right, Alan?
Yes.
5 more of these events, and then every other week, I will be coming, and we will be having
two times a month.
2 times a month. So right now, the idea is for you to think about these people who believe in you. Remember, don't think right. A little bit later, Alan is going to tell us how they can match, and not only match, but they can surpass your goal to become ambassador or chief ambassador. If we do these things right, you will become super chief ambassador, and I don't know if there are categories of that, but the idea is to surpass that in an easy way, not in 3 months, 6 months, 2 years, 5 weeks, or well, let's say in our case in 3 months, because we're not going to have them every week like we do in other countries, but it's going to be twice a month, right?
Yes.
So what happens here? There is a conference. They bring in this case, they bring the forms of the credit cards they got during the week. It can be in paper, or it can be through the phone when they fill it directly in the platform, which makes them easier, right? So we talk about tips. We tell them about how they can do better. There is an important conference about anything that can be helpful for them and interesting. Everything happens in 1 hour and 20 minutes. They go, and in 5 weeks, the goals are met, and we raise a lot of money, in this case, a lot of bags for Nu Skin. It's a great thing. We will have 3 important moments in our campaign. One, the kickoff. This is sort of like the kickoff to get you started, to get you going, to get you enthusiastic about it. And then
doing the first big event in January will be the main kickoff we're going to do. Okay, that's going to be the fly-in. We're going to be doing a fly-in here, and during that weekend we're going to do a kickoff event. Dave's going to come back, and he's going to actually do a kickoff for us.
Yeah. So there is also going to be a middle event or a midterm event. That is when people get to. We all start with a lot of energy, enthusiasm, but naturally that energy begins to go down. So in the middle, we inject that energy again, so people finish in good terms and with their goals. And then we have a grand finale, right? Like the night.
We're gonna do a white night event, and that's gonna be where we're gonna be giving out the ambassadors and chief ambassadors, and we're gonna have prizes and give away a trip. I don't know. Well, a
Jaguar.
A Jaguar.
Well, things like that. Right?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
The little things, or I don't know.
Big things, yeah. We're gonna make it fun.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely, this is the example for the world.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
What we want to do is make an example that the world will follow, and you guys were invited here because we want you to be the leader of leaders, and they will come to your area and do it. So Jackie, if you want him to come to
I'm gonna
Vegas,
take a picture of the first team.
This is the first team.
This is gonna change.
You know, if we want him to come to Oregon or to Vietnam, Kit, it's possible. You know, we can do that. We can make that happen.
Hey!
Yay!
Hey!
Hey!
This is gonna make history. So the grand finale will be good. Everybody will be happy. We'll be celebrating. We will be telling stories because there are so many stories. It's
it's definitely possible for him to come to LA and go to to Las Vegas or to Reno,
Houston,
whatever.
Anywhere.
But what you need to provide is those leaders. He's going to show you how to do that.
So this is the structure. Of course, as I told you, it matches the structure for Nu Skin and for Nourish the Children about the chief ambassador and the ambassador. 10 leaders, this is the one I show you, right? Each leader invites 9 people, and together with the leader is 10, right? So if we have, let's say, teams or cells of 10 people, this is the ideal. I have had campaigns with 15 people, 17 people, and the more the merrier, right? But it's not important really the number, it's important the commitment. I have had teams of 7 people who are really committed, and they do better than teams with 15 people because they are more committed. And they get things done. I mean, they're not like the people let me think about it, and I didn't pay attention to that. Can you repeat? It's like they pick up the phone and you say, you know what? I need you in my team. I'm not gonna get no for an answer. I need you because you are the kind of person I need for this. You are gonna be rewarded. You are gonna be happy, and you are gonna make me you are going to help me end hunger in a, not, I don't know, like, you see what I'm saying? With that attitude. It's not like, oh, I don't know how to tell you, I'm really shy, and I don't want to take up your time and everything, but I don't know. You see the different attitude? It's like, no, I need you, and you can say no. You are already in. These are the formalities. You see, this is the kind of people you need here in your team. Yeah? So if we have 10 teams, let's say each of you, we are more than 10 people here, right?
Yes.
If we, let's think
each of
in a
these
conservative way.
The reason why they were invited
Exactly.
today is because each of these people, like Jackie, can make 10 in Vegas.